Russia's Putin pays tribute to Gorbachev but won't attend funeral. Russian President Vladimir Putin denies the man who failed to prevent the collapse of the Soviet Union the full state honors. Russian President Vladimir Putin is to miss the funeral of the last Soviet leader, Mikhail Gorbachev, denying the man who failed to prevent the collapse of the Soviet Union the full state honors granted to former President Boris Yeltsin. Gorbachev, idolized in the West for allowing Eastern Europe to escape Soviet communist control but unloved at home for the chaos that his perestroika reforms unleashed, will be buried on Saturday after a public ceremony in Moscow's Hall of Columns. The Grand Hall, within sight of the Kremlin, hosted the funerals of Soviet leaders Vladimir Lenin, Joseph Stalin, and Leonid Brezhnev. Gorbachev will be given a military guard of honor, but his funeral will not be a state one. State television on Thursday showed Putin solemnly placing red roses beside Gorbachev's coffin, left open as is traditional in Russia, in Moscow's Central Clinical Hospital, where he died on Tuesday aged 91. He stood in silence for a few moments, bowed his head, touched the coffin, crossed himself and walked away. Unfortunately, the president's work schedule will not allow him to do this on September 3, so he decided to do it today, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters. Gorbachev will be buried at Moscow's Novodevichy Cemetery next to his wife, Raisa, following a farewell ceremony at the Pillar Hall of the House of the Unions, an iconic mansion near the Kremlin that has served as the venue for state funerals since Soviet times. The Kremlin stopped short of declaring a state funeral, with Peskov saying the ceremony will have elements of one, such as honorary guards, and the government will help organize it. He wouldn't elaborate, however, on how the ceremony will differ from a full-fledged state funeral. Nevertheless, it will be a marked contrast to the funeral of Yeltsin, who was instrumental in sidelining Gorbachev as the Soviet Union fell apart and handpicked Putin, a career KGB intelligence officer, as the man most suited to succeed him. When Yeltsin died in 2007, Putin declared a national day of mourning and, alongside world leaders, attended a grand state funeral in Moscow's Cathedral of Christ the Savior.